Hey everyone, it's EMERALDLOUU. Thank you for clicking on my video today. Just as a reminder, everything said on this channel is simply my opinion and how I see things from my viewpoint. If you do not agree, that is okay. We can always discuss in the comment section our differences. So let's go ahead and get into this video, and I hope you enjoy it. This is my channel on YouTube, and I'm so happy to see you. And today is a beautiful Sunday morning. We're going to talk about life after lockup. This is season 3, episode 28. Let's get into this episode. We start off with Destiny and Shawn, and of course, like I said on the last episode or my last review, I'm gonna insert the card right here. Destiny shows up. I knew it. Like I said, we TV, these life after lockup people love to make something be there and build up anticipation when there's nothing there. You know, it's just, they just like trying to put you on the edge like, oh my gosh, she's gonna show up. But they do it too much. They're a little bit extra with it. But of course, Destiny shows up. When she shows up, she's Shawn. I actually understood how Destiny felt in that moment when it came to Shawn. Shawn gave out creep vibes, and I could understand why Destiny felt the way she did. She told you not to show up, and she's very anxious about this court date, and you're there and you just pop up without her telling you to come. And even I was like, oh my god, what? Why he here? I was even like annoyed seeing Shawn. Like, even though we knew from the last episode he was there, but it was kind of like she just walked up to Brittany and she's like, okay, let me go inside. And here he comes, and she was like, I better not see him when I come back out. I don't want to see him. Make sure he's out here when I come out, because she's anxious, she's scared, and right now she wants her space. Yes, yes, Destiny has Shawn's car, Shawn's credit card, and all of that. So he has a right to be there and the $50,000. But understand there are certain boundaries. And if she's anxious, if she's scared, if she doesn't want to be around you right now, I could kind of understand that part. That give me my space. I'm scared. I'm stressed, you know. And the last time, I think she was being released, or she was going to her first court date when he proposed to her. And it's like, you're not, I don't want to say read the room, because it's not reading the room. It's pay attention and be able to see what kind of vibe is going on. You know, like, if she's scared, okay, you're scared. Even though she was picking up your phone calls and your text messages and whatever, you could just send her a text, say, I support you, and if you need me, I'm here. I'm pretty sure she's reading the text messages, but just showing up and being your weird, creepy, Forrest Gump looking ass self. Annoyed. So then we go to John, and he's shirtless. And I did not want to see John shirtless. Y'all could have kept that. I did not want to see John shirtless. You know, I'm not saying he has a horrible body, but I just don't want to see John shirtless. Okay, y'all could have kept that in the vault. Okay. At this point in time, Christiana has been in jail for 9 months. She told John that she gained 35 points. I said points. She told John that she gained 35 pounds. And we hear the same line we heard from the first episode, which even John said when she said, I can't wait to yoke. And I was like, oh wow, she said that last time. So that was kind of funny. Her sister's name is Terra. She's at the house. Mama Christiana looking good, okay? She looks really good. She looks nice. She looks pretty, okay? So I think when they opened the episode, we saw Terra like in a bath towel, and she ended up smacking John's ass, and not smacking, she touched his ass. It was really weird. I didn't appreciate Terra doing that. I don't know. And even the mom was like, I feel like there's something is going on, because it's just been like this little flirtatious vibe. And when Christiana called to talk to John, it was kind of like Terra was in her feelings a little bit, if you ask me. I saw that seasoned salt. I love me some seasoned salt. I cannot cook it. I love seasoned salt, okay? So then we go over to Brittany and Marcelina, and Mama talking about she want to see the baby. Excuse me, what baby you want to see? Girl, you just got to the house. Relax, chill out. Go take a shower and take your butt to sleep. Brittany was like, shh. So it's late night and the kids are probably asleep. So I just love the way Marcelino is so supportive of Brittany. Marcelino really loves Brittany and is supportive of her. And even though he's kind of annoyed with the situation, he still supports his wife, and I love to see it. So Brittany wants to take her mom to Alaska. I don't know what's in Alaska. Maybe I wasn't paying attention, but she wants to take her mommy to Alaska. And then she also tells us that this all started when her mother was diagnosed with fibromyalgia. From there, they were giving her Percocets, and that's where the drug abuse started. So it started with Percocet, and I forgot what else she said. But what we know now, or what I know now, is that her mother's pill popping drug addiction started with when she was prescribed Percocet as a result of being diagnosed with fibromyalgia. We see Puppy and Amber. And Puppy and Amber, they did it. They got on and crack-a-lacking. You know, they were laying up in the bed, and this is, you know, Puppy is kind of like, okay, I feel like you're just playing gay with me. And Puppy was like, well, you know, I've never been with a woman before. And I forgot what Puppy said, but she said something about, I never was with a woman until I was with a woman. I think that's what she said. But she's asking, you know, Amber, you know, where do we stand? What's going on between us? And of course, Amber is talking like a man.
What do you mean? Why are you asking me these questions right now? Why you putting pressure on me? Right now is at the right time.
No. I think as a woman, we know how that feels when we're asking somebody where we stand and the person's like giving us the BS, right? So why would you do that to Puppy? And Amber was under the impression that her and Puppy were going to have their men, but then still do each other on the side. That's what Amber thought. But Puppy is like, I want to be with you forever. Like, I want us to be together. And Amber keeps saying, oh, I love Puppy with all my heart. Puppy knows I love her, and da-da-da-da. And I think Puppy even said, Puppy said, you put up a wall that you don't want me to get through. And I think Puppy is trying to say that, oh, you're scared to be with me. You're scared to be gay. And it's one thing, she treating Puppy like a side chick. Like, I like you, but I'm not going to put you in public. Oh, we can go to the club because the club. I feel bad for Puppy. And she starts crying, and Amber's like, I do this to crying, yeah. But, and they had that little clip where they inserted where Puppy was like, you know, she had girlfriends in prison. And when you're in prison, I forgot how she said it, you're gay for stay. And it's like, you know that person so well because you spend all day, every day with them, and you know them better than they know themselves. And, you know, and she said a 6-month relationship is like a 2-year relationship in prison. Because all you do is lay there and talk to one another and tell secrets and whatever. So she probably felt like she had like a really deep connection with Amber. And Amber brings up some guy named Sammy. Some ex of hers named Sammy. This is a whole weird circle, because now Sammy's in jail and he's getting out. So where was Sammy before? Where was he before? Now all of a sudden Sammy's in the picture? Girl, Amber, bye. We see Chevelle and Kweilyn, and he's talking to Chevelle. They're talking about their relationship, where they stand. He still calls it cheating allegations / cheating accusations, but Chevelle says she's been there, done that, and she doesn't want to go through it anymore. Maila pops up, and she was a bit standoffish. Because when she's on the phone with Kweilyn, she'd be like, oh, hey, daddy. And she'd be like so happy. But when they're in person, she'd be like looking like she's scared. Like she don't want to go next to him. And I'm like, but when you're on the phone with him, you're like, oh, daddy, hi. But now you're like, and he's like, I know you see me here. She's like, and I'm like, something. Like, what the hell? So he goes off with her and she's fine and whatever. And then DMARK is just so angry and he's just so mean. And I don't know what's up with him. Like, it goes way past just a protective cousin to me. And she said she's going to give him another chance. And he was like, oh, that's not what we were talking about before. When you see Kweilyn, you lit up. That's how we are. Hello. He hasn't done something for Chevelle to really be like, I'm done yet. He did something that hurt her feelings. He did something that made her very upset. But he didn't do anything to the point where Chevelle is like, I'm over it. Because we all know that throughout what happened, she never said, I'm not saying she never said. We all see that throughout the whole thing. She was always like, she's confused about what she wants to do. So seeing Kweilyn pop up at the park or wherever they are, wherever they were with Maila, made her feel like, oh, he's trying to make sure he gets me back. But DMARK is just, and I don't like you, DMARK. I don't like him because he's just so aggressive. It's like he wants to fight Kweilyn, and I don't know where all that anger comes out because it's like a jealousy. Is he jealous? He's just an old, angry, jealous ass angry man. Okay? Doing too much. Doing way too effing much. Just relax and chill out. Like, I don't know why you're so mad. And you sound like you low-key threatening the man. I'm pretty sure you as a partner are very much so very trifling compared to Kweilyn. Yes, Kweilyn was wrong for those text messages. Yes, it's a little confusing because we don't know what's going on with Kweilyn and the situation. Yes. After an argument with Chevelle, he took off. Because maybe he needs some space and wanted to give her some space. He still called her daughter, and he defended Chevelle in front of his family. So give Kweilyn a break. He just got out of jail. He might make some mistakes, or prison, excuse me. He just got out of prison. He might make some mistakes. He might do some messed up stuff, but he's readjusting. One thing he always says is he doesn't want to mess up his family. How are you as a partner, DMARK? How are you as a man? Like I said in the last episode, you probably got some kids and a baby mama or two that you need to be worried about instead of worrying about Kweilyn and being so angry about Kweilyn and whatever the case is. You got some issues that you need to go see a therapist. You need to go see somebody to help you with whatever the hell you got going on in here because it's unhealthy. So then we jump over to Sarah and Michael. Sarah's getting ready. She's doing her makeup with her no lip having ass. I'm sorry. Michael's playing with his kids. She said it's been about a week now since Michael's been staying at the house with her and the kids. You know, Michael only claims Sarah as his wife when he knows she's gonna go out or he's gonna see Malcolm. Whenever Malcolm's around, that's when he wants to claim Sarah as his wife. But you filed for divorce, didn't you? Okay. So Sarah goes and takes off to go on a date with Malcolm. She said, oh, he's having a taste of his own medicine. I don't think it will ever be that because it can't be a taste of his own medicine. I don't think Michael loves Sarah. You love Michael. So when he did what he did to you, you were very hurt because you were in love with him. Michael got love for you, but he ain't in love with you. So his ego is gonna be hurt. He might be mad, but it won't never be the same thing because Michael doesn't love you, Sarah. So then we get to the restaurant where Malcolm and Sarah meet up for the date, and it was going all right until Michael called. Michael's like, where you at? She's like, I'm on a date, Michael. He's like, where you at? Michael, I'm on a date. I want to know when she hung up the phone, what she texts to Michael. Because they show you where it looks like there was a message thread and she did like a little typo real quick and then put the phone down. Sarah is loving this, that Michael's being jealous. I mean, any woman would love to see a man cringe and be jealous when she's on a date. But when the man don't give it, but when he's just doing it because they're on a date, and unless it was any other circumstance, he wouldn't care. And he slept with other women behind your back. Not behind your back. He slept with other women. He has shown on some occasions that it doesn't seem like he really loves you. So she ends up telling Malcolm about the fact that Michael lives with her. And Malcolm was like, oh, all right. Okay. Michael says, oh, I think we need to separate because I need to give you time to figure out what you want to do. And then he's like, oh, I'm out. And he leaves. What I want to know is, did he pay for his bill? Because he got off and left in a Mercedes Benz. And then the check came and I saw Sarah opening it. And I'm like, so he left you with the food bill. Did he leave her with the bill after he left? Trifling. So he don't want to do it no more because he feels like Sarah playing him. Okay, so then we go back to Brittany and Marcelino, and Brittany's still talking to her mom, Cynthia, and she's trying to tell her that she should go to Alaska. And her mom was like, no, she told her mom that she should leave Las Vegas, and her mom's like, what, for a vacation? And it's like, ain't nobody laughing. And this is when she brings up the idea of Alaska. And then we find out about somebody named Jackie. So I'm like, who the hell is Jackie? Jackie is Cynthia's mother. And Brittany said that there was one time she spilled water on Jackie's cigarettes and that Jackie slapped her and pushed her. And Cynthia's scared of her mom. Cynthia says that some of her issues come from her childhood. How old are you, Cynthia? How old are you? This is not to dismiss people's feelings, but if you're going to say you have issues from your childhood when you're damn near 60 or 50 or however old you are, it kind of gets ridiculous. Your daughter was able to face her issues and deal with them. We don't know what your childhood issues are, but to me, oh, something deep happened. But it's just sad that Cynthia never was able to deal with it and face her childhood issues or find a way to cope or forgive herself or whatever needs to happen or take steps to heal. Instead, whatever this childhood thing that happened to her, she allowed it to take over her life. So I hope we fix this. Like Marcelino was saying, that's the only way to heal and stop it is to deal with whatever happened. So I'm hoping. But it was just kind of like, oh my God, wow, childhood. So we get back to Shawn and Destiny. So Destiny calls Brittany over. She's talking to Brittany and Shawn's like, what happened? And Destiny's like, well, I'm okay. I'm not talking to you. I'm okay. I'm fine. Everything's fine. Go away. And Shawn was like, what happened? I just want to know what happened to Destiny. Because my $50,000, ain't nobody told you to put your $50,000 on the line for a girl that was in prison. He's talking to Destiny and she's just like, I just want my space. I don't want to be around you. I told you not to come. Why are you here? Then she starts with the threats. It's a warning. It's one thing when somebody goes off on you, and there's another thing when somebody warns you and tells you, you need to go before I flip out. Just telling Shawn, like, you need to go. And I feel like I'm going to flip out. And of course, here he goes. And then she brings up the whole situation of him lying about how many kids he had and lying about his age. Okay, we know about that stuff. That could have made her upset, you know, finding that stuff out. But you're saying that Shawn's a liar. Give us something new, a new lie. You feel me? And he was like, well, it's on both ends. And she's like, no, it's not. He said, I saw some things on social media that looks like you were engaged before. And he's like, you're not going to say anything? She said, no, there's nothing to say. There's nothing to say. And I was like, oh. And Destiny just goes on and admits that Shawn was a trick. She admits it, as if we didn't know. I didn't know it was called a trick. I didn't know it was called a trick, but she says, you were a trick. Is that what you want to hear? You were a trick. And then it's just like, do. And then Brittany says, oh, this is some, what did she say? Let me get it exactly how she said it. Brittany says, this is some wild. And I was like, yes, Brittany, it is wild. It is wild. And, you know, it's kind of trifling at the same time, you know, because she's in his car, you know, about to take off with his car, and she wants her space. But, you know, it's a lesson to be learned. But I don't think these men who get screwed over in this show really learn their lesson. I don't think they do. But we'll see what happens now. But she said, you're a trick. You are my trick. Let me see what she says. She says, no, when he brought up the other engagement and he asked her if she ever really loved him, then that's when she said he was a trick to her. Oh, also, I almost forgot about this part. The date of Destiny's hearing was postponed due to COVID-19. And what had me wow. What had me like shook was when he said, when you left last week. And I said, last week? It's only been a week since you left? I'm thinking it's been weeks, maybe a month. It's only been a week since Destiny left. And he acting like this. A part of me is like, he's just worried about his 50,000, but then it's not just a 50,000. He's worried about like her playing him. But, you know, everybody was telling you, but you didn't want to listen. Okay, then we end the episode with John and Christiana, but, you know, John is saying how he fixed up the house to get ready for Christiana. And he even said something about he's ready to do this husband and wife thing for the first time. I thought he was married before. He's like, oh, blonde, something about blonde. It's just the fact that he said Bonnie and Clyde. I always be touching my head when I'm in my videos. I need to stop. I always do that. Then he brings up some Bonnie and Clyde stuff. And it's like, Bonnie and Clyde, John? Oh, I was in jail. But nothing we wouldn't do for one another. Oh, John. So then we see Terra. And she was like, Terra, who's Christiana's sister. And they were talking about burgers and fries, and she's like, I didn't leave you anything. And John was like, oh, what would I do without you? And she's like, oh, nothing. You wouldn't be able to do anything without me. John said there's been a few times when there's been a spark, and I was like, spark? Now, John, what spark you talking about? You better watch yourself. Terra is a dirty, thirsty, thought-bopping ass, crusty bitch ass, trailer trash ass, stank in the booty, needs to go wash her ass and find a home man ass whore. With a sister like Terra who needs enemies. Terra needs to be drugged. She needs to be punched in the eyeball. She needs to be put in a chokehold. It's just so disgusting and trifling that even if it was just a Native American marriage and wasn't a real marriage, let's just say fiance. You're really going after your sister's fiance. You're really putting yourself in the position to try to smash your sister's fiance. You're dirty. You're disgusting. You're a disgrace. It's people like you around the world that makes it hard to trust people, even family. Because you expect family to you know, have your back and not do stupid shit to you, but people like you. You're not even a people. Whores like you. Sluts like you. Just disgusting. And then you want to act jealous. That's not your man. That is not your man. And she's like, she tried to kiss John. And John, he sideswiped her. And then she was like, oh, I know John loves me. I see it in his eyes. I can see he loves me. It's not the first time me and John almost kissed. And you're proud of that? She also claims that her and John know each other, and John and Christiana don't really know each other. She said her feelings are getting stronger and she's starting to feel like a couple. But even though I don't know Christiana, we don't really know Christiana, there's that little soft spot you have for Christiana. And Terra, if I was Christiana, I wouldn't lay my hands on you. I would hire people to beat you up. Because there's some things that people do to you that hurt, that you want to harm them. You know how it's not right, but that's like sabotage. That's like stabbing somebody in the heart to want to sleep with your sister's husband, and you were the main one who was trying to get Christiana to hurry up and turn herself in. Like, you're disgusting. Like, there's nothing good to say about Terra. Nothing. I didn't want to leave this review off on such a negative, distasteful manner. I would hate to be in a situation like that, because I don't know how to react. I don't know how to react. It's a man that you're with, that you love, that, you know, supporting you, who's helped Christiana, who has Christiana's back, and he loves Christiana, and he proposed to her, and they had a Native American marriage, and here comes your sister wanting to sabotage it and snatch your man. Hey, that was my review for Love After Lockup, aka Life After Lockup, Season 3, Episode 28, Inmates and Playdates. I hope you enjoyed this video. I will see you guys again, and I'm proud of myself for being able to review it on Sunday, when this is an episode from Friday. If you watch my last review, then you know the episode came out last Friday, and I didn't record it until... Well, I recorded in the course of 3 days because I was having trouble, but I didn't upload it till yesterday. And yesterday was Saturday. I'm trying to see if I can hurry up. Well, not hurry up. I'm going to go watch the 911 episodes, and I'm going to review them, and I'm hoping to put them up today also. Record and put it up. The phone's okay because I was able to do something. I don't know what the hell happened, but all of a sudden I had 40 gigabytes available. iPhones... Y'all gotta be careful with these iPhones. They be playing with us, because God works in mysterious ways. Because I was about to go get another phone, but the people at T-Mobile was like, they were looking at me like, for what? I could appreciate the people at the T-Mobile that I went to, because they looked at me and said, you want to pay it off and get another one? Because, you know, normally T-Mobile wants you to buy things. And they were trying to tell me, like, you know, I mean... They told me, okay, you can pay it off and get another phone. And I was like, well, I want to trade in. They're like, you want to trade in? And they're like, you get more if you just sell the phone, take that money, and then pay it off. They told me it wasn't worth it to trade it in. They told me just sell the phone. They really were trying to tell me to, like, try to keep the phone and not get another one. And even though it was kind of weird for them not to try to push me to buy a phone, I think it was just, if I had done that and now the phone is fine and I've been recording for like 45 minutes now, as opposed to last week when I couldn't go 5 minutes without it saying storage full. Don't know what happened. What did I do? I don't even know what I did. I don't remember. But all of a sudden it's working. So we're gonna get into 911 and then that's it. I was thinking about doing Married at First Sight, but I haven't been watching Married at First Sight. It's a little overwhelming and yeah. So I'm gonna just focus on Life After Lockup. I'm gonna get into 911 and then I'm gonna do Cafe with Lou. That's the 3 things I'm gonna do. Life After Lockup, Cafe with Lou, and 911. And whatever else pops up. If you guys have any recommendations of shows you want my opinion on, please let me know in the comment section. Hit me up on Instagram, Facebook, Twitter. And if you have any questions, you can also email me. And if you're feeling generous, you can Cash App me. All that will be below in the description box. So thank you and bye and have a wonderful Sunday. Thank you for watching my video. Please don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to my channel to show it some love. And until next time, you guys stay safe. Thank you.